Hello, this is Chris at the Stogie Palace once again, and I have something that, once again, something I've never heard of until recently, and you may not have either, and it's a very limited production, but it's a pretty cool cigar actually, though. This is called the Sea Night. Well, does this thing focus? As you can tell, I'm trying out a new camera. Not getting as much luck on that focus close in as I thought I would. But anyway, this is the Sea Night. Pretty cool looking cigar. If this were unbanded, I would think for sure this was a La Flor Dominicana 1994. But what it's got on the band, it's got Greyhawks, which is the name of the squadron that the cigar was made for. His name is Steve Castro. And Davidus Cigar Shops. I guess there's 11 of them through the Maryland area. I think they're based in Frederick. So I'll talk some more about it, but it's just a really nice looking band. You know, I'm a little tainted because Cigar Authority, they did their tasting profile, and there's different opinions about it, and I'll be damned if one of the flavors they mentioned in their raisins isn't coming across. Really nice smelling wrapper, really good looking cigar overall. Well done wrapper. Chocolate covered cherries, it's the other flavor on the foot. I don't know about that. Let's get this thing lit up. So, like I said, this is called the Sea Night. S-E-A-K-N-I-G-H-T. That's an airplane, helicopter technically. This is a 6x54 Toro. It's even the similar size as that 1994 Flor Dominicana. Rated medium plus in strength. Like the last cigar I smoked, this one I got from the Cigar Authority care package, care of Two Guys Smoke Shop in New Hampshire. This is one of the 4. This retails for $6.69. I like that so far. So, like I said, Sea Night is a cigar Steve Castro made to honor his career in the Navy. Sea Night is a Boeing Vertol CH-46, which is a massive twin rotor helicopter. These are the really big ones. Saw a lot of pictures of those in Vietnam, and I think they just recently retired them a few years ago. Massive. Like I said, Greyhawk, which is on the band, is the name of the squadron. There's a 1988 on there, and he said that was the year he got his pilot license. It's only available at Davidus Smoke Shops, but he's looking to expand that. So, what else can I tell you about it? There's not a ton of information on the internet about it. The wrapper is from Jalapa, Nicaragua. The binder is Panama, which is definitely different. And the filler is Jamastran, Honduras, and Jalapa and Esteli, Nicaragua. Real solid, firm cigar. Cigar Authority did a show about this, which I will link to. Their pre-light tasting notes were bourbon. I didn't get that. Spicy, yeah, I'm getting some spice right now. Cognac and chocolate covered cherry on the foot. I think they said raisin. One of them said raisin. I got a little bit of raisin out of the cold draw. Not so much now. And then a little bit further into it, they got espresso, licorice, sambuca, and anisette. Now, I looked them all up because I've never had sambuca. Never even heard of anisette. I know what anise, the spice is. But basically, all three of those are pretty similar, kind of like ouzo. It's kind of a... I don't want to say NyQuil, because NyQuil's flavored licorice. to be flavored like that. I'm not saying that it tastes like nightfall, though it kind of does. But that licorice, anisey, I guess Sambuca tastes like that way, and Ouzo definitely does, which... Definitely getting a different smell off of that. It's interesting. It's good. It's really good. So I guess it would be considered boutique. It's one shop. The guys at Cigar Authority seem to really like it a lot. For under $7, looks like it'd be good quality smoke. So draw's a little tough. I hope that opens up a little bit, but it feels like a very tightly packed cigar. Really nice looking though. I'm gonna have to really think hard about that smell that I'm getting off of the aroma there from the foot smoke. It's unique for sure. Got to figure out what that is. It's pretty cool. All right, so let's keep going and let's see what happens. About a little less than a third of the way in on this C night. It's about 20 minutes. Ash is holding on pretty good. Just a little splintering there at the top, but pretty good looking, nice, tight ash, mostly white, a little black in there. Burn line's really doing well. Draw opened up a little bit. Nice retrohale there. That smell backed off a little bit, but it's still a very nice aroma. I'm afraid to walk it if I bump this thing. Its ash is coming off. It's pretty cool, an aviation themed cigar. Aviation's been my life, most of my life. And I've only been in a helicopter once, and I felt like I was in Vietnam. I was in the jungles or the rainforest of Kauai, going up and down these hills, and people throwing up in the back behind me, and dropped off at a waterfall. But it was definitely an interesting flight. It's not for me. I like airplanes. I like flying airplanes. For those who don't know, a commercial pilot, instrument rated, flight instructor, air traffic controller for 30 years. So yeah, aviation's kind of runs in my blood. So I definitely appreciate Mr. Castro, Steve Castro. I'm not sure if he did this or somebody did it for him. Actually, the story I heard was that somebody suggested it for him to honor his service, which I definitely thank him for his service. Thank you for the cigar. I like it a lot. Less than the first third in, I was getting a little bit of a finish that was a wee bit on the bitter side, which I know a lot of you like. But that seems to have gone away. Either that or I'm used to it. I don't know, one or the other. But yeah, Ash is holding on great. Love that. So let's keep going, see if anything changes. About 40 minutes into the C night, which places it more than halfway in, slightly in, almost into the final third. And that ash you see there, only one piece of ash has come off. It was a fairly good sized chunk. Held on really good, and this part of it's holding on just as good. So really solid construction. That aroma that I got at the beginning has come back, whatever it is. You'll have to judge for yourself. Outstanding. That finish, I kind of am getting a little bit of that bourbon kind of sensation on the finish. Yep. On the retro there, picking up a little bit of the smokiness there. People have different opinions about retrohaling, and somebody said in some other countries that only Americans do it. It's a stupid thing. It's a fact. I'm telling you, there's more olfactory sensors there. You pick up different tastes, flavors, aromas. I don't do it constantly, and other people do it a lot better than me, where they can just do it at will. I have to consciously think about doing it as I'm doing it, because I sure in the hell don't want to inhale. But really enjoying this cigar. Construction is just about as good as it gets. So for a barely known cigar, very limited release, basically one smoke shop company that sells it. I hope it gets a little bit wider distribution, because this is good. Strength is something I always forget about mentioning in a lot of my videos. I will say medium for sure, maybe edging a little bit above that. So, thoroughly enjoying it. Keep going. Well, getting towards the end of this C night, one of the cigars that I kind of wish wouldn't end, because it's been outstanding in almost every area. The burn line stayed pretty even. That's the only little thing that I noticed the entire cigar. And I wrote down some things about it, and wanted to share them with you. First of all, here's the band. Came off pretty good, and it's a nice band. It's going to be a nice addition to the collection. But yeah, the burn line was pretty much perfect throughout. So was the draw. The draw opened up great. Aroma outstanding. Smoke output was real thick the entire time. Never went out. I score big for that. If I don't have to hassle with it. Ash fell off, and like so far 3 big solid chunks held on great. Flavors really nice, smooth, and not too much strength. So if you like super strong cigars, this one isn't that. I would call it medium to full. Let's see. Great construction. Never went out, like I said. The wrapper really nice. Smells great. The wrapper, that is. The band is really nice. I can't say enough good things about this cigar. And it scores accordingly, because some other cigars that are probably more well known and are really favorites of people, I've smoked some of those too, and sometimes there was an issue, whether it be uneven burn or going out or flaky ash, whatever. None of that was a problem with this. It's been a while since I had a cigar that I just didn't want to end. This one's holding together so good I could use my Havana saver and poke it in there and go even longer. So far, down that far, this is an hour and 32 minutes in, so this is going to be an hour and 45 minutes cigar easily. So just because it's hard to find and you don't know about it and you may never smoke it, doesn't mean I should score it down, and it's relatively inexpensive too. So I end up giving it a 96, and it's worth every bit of that 96. Definitely puts it in some pretty good company there. Doesn't quite scratch up to the top 10 for me, but it's in the top 20, maybe even 15. I have to look again, but it's really nice. Once again, it's a C night, sold at Davidus Cigars, maybe other places in the future. Hopefully, if they start expanding and going to other shops and the numbers go up, the quality doesn't go down, because this is really nice. Where you get this great aroma and flavors and everything, and it doesn't ruin you, it doesn't wreck you. So, thanks for watching. This is Chris Stogie Palace. Check out my other videos, and I will see you later.